People are saying some of them are Bluetooth. I'm not sure which one this is, but it will follow your phone, and it goes up a certain distance. You set it up a certain distance, and you turn that on, and it'll follow you wherever you go.
Those are pretty sophisticated features.
Yeah. And draw the dot. I don't even know what that is. Critical battery return is the one I already discussed. It goes a pretty good distance. It has levels. It'll stay within a certain range. You can adjust a beginner level is so many feet, and then you go to the advanced level, and you can get it flying out of sight. Okay, but you can get it. All you got to do is push the button to make it come home. What I didn't appreciate about it, I'm not sure all the details of that, is you have to calibrate it.
Does have the, a sensor to avoid collisions or something?
Nope. No, if that's you.
This is new.
I think what it does is when you say home, it flies at the altitude that it's at and then comes down.
Okay. To tell him what's the altitude, the safe.
Yep, safe altitude where you're above everything, and then it comes home.
Yeah, is it on the draw a dot? It says draw a dot on the screen, and the drone will move in that direction.
Oh, okay. It does have a live display, so you can take your phone and put it on the top. It's got a little thing you pull out, and you put your phone there and you view it live.
Oh, okay.
It's Wi-Fi and it's limited. It's somewhat limited in range, but it's seems the distance is pretty good. I didn't know I had that out of the box. There it is. Here's the battery. 15 minutes fly time, which is a lot. Yeah, 15. Do you think that's a lot?
Yeah, it's
pretty good.
It's a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But you need to maintain this stuff in the air.
It's an 18.5 watt battery.
The motors take a lot of power.
I would hope so. Yeah, that's where all your energies go into these things. Yeah, 7.4 volts, 18.5 watt hours.
Well,
there is one Chinese company that is almost covering all the market. They are selling 90% of all the drones now, right?
Oh, okay.
Because many drones has problems, and actually the manufacturer of the GoPro camera also tried to sell a drone, but was a lot of problems with the drone, and they discard the business. And the Chinese company is doing very well with that, and they almost sell all the drones now.
This is probably the chipset or whatever they're doing. They sell it some way. You see all of them that operate the same. They have the same buttons on it. They're in a different position, but it's doing exactly the same thing, same features. You know what they're doing.
have you folks seen the YouTube video where the guy is flying along above a train, and then he flies between the cars of the train
As it's moving.
as it's moving?
Those are guys with virtual glasses.
And then he flies right next to the engineer, and the engineer closes the window. And then he comes back and flies under the moving train.
Wow.
And sits it down on top of the train as it goes under a bridge, then picks it up on the other side, and comes back,
Wow.
parks it at his feet.
That's one of the expensive drones though, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I had been flying it, it wouldn't have been.
If I had been doing this, it would have been train food.
Salvage.
Train food.
But the good thing about these,
Each time the new models, they are making them easy to drive. You know, they have a lot of feedback and controls, and very stable between trees and everything.
Well, even the cheap ones have gyroscopes in them now. It makes them real easy to fly.
Exactly the position.
cool.
I bought one on clearance for like $30, and it had a gyroscope and some other stuff. I was like, oh, it's
I
pretty
bought
easy to
the
fly.
Ardocopter 3-4 years ago, but I destroy all the propellers every time.
Well, that's what I'm hoping with this home and all that stuff. I'm
And this was
hoping that-
$100, you're saying?
Yeah, it's 115 and what I paid. It looks like I saw one for like 91. I'm going like, I don't know if that.
You find that
includes-
online, or did you buy that?
I bought it from eBay.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Would have any area?
Nope.
You try it or
Batteries.
not?
What?
You use it or try it or no, or not yet?
I haven't tried it yet. The battery's
Okay.
not fully charged. I just got it today
Now,
at 3:30.
do you need the FAA certification for that one?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So it's still a toy.
More than 250 grams. You need it, but
They said you didn't, but so-
You have power supply.
But you're talking about the Chinese.
yeah.
No, some of them do and some of them don't. But that one looks more like it would be a toy.
5, 6, 7,
you have one with five bucks.
Yeah, one you know. Actually, that one 5 volts.
Oh, okay. I may remember this after you say it. Why do I have a router?
Because it communicates with
I
the
walked
internet.
in, had the router in my hand.
And-
Mike said, "Oh, a router," and he handed it to you.
Okay.
And you took it, and I thought, "Well, damn, that was quick." It's a router.
It's a reflex.
I wasn't really trying to take it. I just somebody handed it to me and
Do you know if that's compatible with my Zytel Cincinnati Bell router that I'm paying $7.99 a month? That
it should be.
This
Should
one
be.
is 750 megabytes.
I can try to see if it'll work. If you're giving it away, I'll bring it
My
back.
neighbor, no, you pass it on to somebody else. Neighbor gave it to me. You don't need.
It's a 450. It says it somewhere. I just saw it.
You know the routers that they have at Cincinnati Bell?
You plug it. You
Mentioned
plug
working at,
your internet into
Radio
one
Links?
to that, and
Brandy,
you
what's going
plug
on there?
Your
you
I
plug
wasn't
the
here
the
last
old
week,
the
so I don't know.
Cincinnati Bell modem from the output side into the input side, and
Okay.
it should just work. It should just work.
Okay. Because I'm paying $7.99 a month for,
Oh, then
and they won't tell me, you know. Well, it's compatible, but we're not going to tell you.
I found that little router out at the flea market for $2. It's a little travel router. It is a 1200 meg dual band
try it.
router. I tried it. It actually does work. I found this one at the thrift store for I think $3, and it's a dual band router.
this one's been tested, it does work. And the password, everything's on the bottom.
I really wasn't
Right
trying
here.
to take it. Somebody just handed it to me. There it is. There's more toys.
That's the password right there, wireless password.
Yeah.
I'll try it. If it doesn't work, I'll pass it on to somebody.
Where's
Yeah. Who are you going through? AT&T?
Cincinnati Bell.
Cincinnati. Oh, okay. I don't know them.
Zytel or whatever, I pay $7.99 a month for their router.
Oh yeah, I got one.
I probably bought it many times over. You know what I'm saying?
especially since you can walk to a thrift store or go to a thrift store or
After 2 years.
flea market or
Better
somewhere.
try.
That's a
find
TP
one
link.
for-
That's why it looks so familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I actually thought he was giving me one of my routers.
Yeah.
Oh, little screen out of printer.
two. I didn't.
Do you like the little screen to play with?
Is there any number on it? Or how you figure out how to, let me take pictures of the.
I'll play with one, and you can play with one. They're little.
Color.
It's color.
It's color. It looks like. Where are those? They're pretty common. I forget what his number is. You look sad.
Shouldn't be.
Don't be sad.
I got rid of lunch milk out of the box, so I don't have to take home.
But you do have to take your camera thing home.
I can't get to the
Oh,
TD, the Chromecast.
You don't see the Chromecast?
I see it. I just can't connect to it for some reason. Let's see. Let me try this. casting desktop.
Because I may have to move windows
Let me
around.
try share. There we go. See if that does it.
Yeah, I have to move windows around.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Right there. I'm
So,
gonna try to show that video of the copter.
so this new kind of casting is going to be a learning experience for everybody. 'Cause
Yeah, we're gonna stretch it out with this too, buddy. Let's see.
If you're going to go in
I'm going to go here,
your computer,
and I'm going to go.
that's the-
Hang on, don't do anything crazy yet,
Oh, okay.
because apparently it's
It'd be like
cast device.
That's okay.
That's
It'll ask you for your username and then password.
Okay.
This is if you're getting into this from a laptop, once it's set up,
it's not showing up.
Okay.
then you'll have to give it this password.
Okay.
So how you spending your time?
Huh?
How you spending your time?
Spending my time.
It's not
My
showing up.
goodness. Always stuff to do. Always stuff to do. Okay. And, we'll work here. Not quite fully retired.
Oh, so partly then.
Yeah.
I figured that I can't die until I get all my projects done.
Don't worry, you never get.
You're gonna live forever.
That's right, exactly. No, that's exactly.
Keep that list long, keeps you going.
You can't help it. My wife always says, you always look for things to do. I said, no, it's always something to do.
Things find me.
I don't have to look for it. There.
We can see
There,
something
it's
here.
always
Yeah.
something to do.
I saw Kenny at LA Fitness yesterday.
Ah.
I said, you gonna come? He said, maybe.
He has to work. He gets tired going to work. Yeah, that work stuff is crazy talk, man. Going to work.
Okay, so for whatever reason, it doesn't see that screen. This may not work after all. Let me think for a second.
Who's this?
I gotta think.
Not that.
Just that second. Just a while.
I know thinking is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah. That little black thing in the middle is a screen.
Not a,
Yeah.
It's a screen with
It's got following
a Arduino on the back of it,
technology.
and also the
it's gotta be minimum 400.
8222. What is that?
It's,
Oh, did it eBay?
The IoT.
Look at it.
this station,
The what?
this board,
I
that's
bought one that
shield.
was $129. It wasn't even close to
It's
that.
actually made to the back of it. It's got a TFT touchscreen,
just plug in the Arduino.
and it's connected to the Arduino. I don't think it's even plugged in. I think it's made to the back of it with a Wi-Fi built into it and the Arduino. So it's all ready to go with a touchscreen. The only trouble is it's expensive, $82, and we don't know how it works. But I'm happy that they're making it. It's touchscreen and everything all in one.
$115.
Really?
Has GPS,
Yeah, $115.
That was
Yeah.
it.
eBay.
Was it somebody, was it used? Or was it?
New.
New?
Yeah, 15 minutes with the battery that's in it, wherever that is.
I paid $49 last year for one, and they got motors keep going.
Yeah, this is a brushed motor, so it's not a brushless.
Yeah,
It's not a heavy duty.
yeah.
I got a demo of one that I'll show you guys. It's really cute. They hold position, and it's great for beginners.
Yeah,
And that's me. So you just set it up there, and when you let go of the joystick, it's staying wherever you put it, which is good for me.
Yeah.
And you can push the home button, and it comes home.
Does it work pretty good? Have
Well,
you played with it much?
No,
Oh, you just got it.
I
That's
just
right, you
got it
it.
today. The battery's not even fully
It
charged.
takes a little work, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, these are better.
That'll work.
Do what?
Amazon is now delivering to people's trunks.
Oh, yeah.
I said, you just got this out of the neighbor's trunk this afternoon.
Yeah.
Is that one of those things, I've got, is that an Amazon Fire, $29?
Yeah, actually, I was at a seminar this weekend for Microsoft Azure, and I won that.
On sale, they're $29.
Yeah, usually 49, usually they're $49.
Wow.
I can't make
They
it
don't have a
bigger.
lot of memory, but you can put a SD.
Yeah, I've already got the SD card in there.
And I've got one that's smaller than that was
Yeah.
cheap.
It's actually not bad. I mean,
That's a pretty,
I've got an Outlook on it. I can't get OneNote to work though. You guys know what I'm talking about OneNote.
For
I know
$29.
what OneNote is, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love OneNote.
Yeah, they're regular
That's-
49, but
I can't
One of their
really make it
sale
any
dates.
bigger and still record the capture.
Okay. Let me see if I can play a video. Is that-
Yeah, you should be able to play a video.
Okay.
when they
Let's
have
see,
their
that-
sale
that
dates,
would
you
be
get
a
an Echo
big
Dot for
test.
29, you get that for 20.
I might get my wife one. Just
You're trying to-
She goes to the computer.
2 or 3 times a year though.
Yeah, I got
If
two
you-
dots.
if you're-
I got 2 dots
Mm,
now. Now that they got Alexa's.
But
on
we
here,
know
too.
we have trouble playing videos here anyway.
Right.
Okay.
Hey Alexa.
Visit
Try to make it full
discounttire.com to
screen.
get the best brands
Oh, something else.
at the lowest prices guaranteed.
Yeah, now it's not up there on the screen though. It's coming.
It's there. It's good.
But it's not coming through.
What if unplug
HDMI.
again?
I'm a boss,
the guy.
To the
Now they're supposed to have a Vesta robot, Amazon Vesta or whatever, a robot they're gonna push out in the next year.
So I've got,
Oh, is that the big project? Things will be working on. I read something. I didn't.
yeah, it's
It's
having
gonna
a
be for
problem.
business and they're gonna have one for the home.
Well, this is delayed here.
It's delayed. It's delayed everywhere. This reflector software already has like a built-in delay.
And that's fine. That's fine. 2 or 3 second delay is not a problem with us. 5
It's-
second, we don't care.
It's still like one of the only solutions I found that are software that seem like it might actually do what we want it to do.
Okay.
And it's cheap. This reflector software is $15.
Your middle name. Yeah.
How, I mean, look at how much money you spend on just stupid
trying.
trying stuff. So,
As from what I can tell, it's working fine. It's
yeah,
just
I don't think it likes full screen though. Try to just play the video and
okay. I think it's just our normal problem
our
with
normal
the
problem.
down speed here. I think it looks like it's working great. It's copying what's on the screen.
He's broadcasting.
He is casting. My laptop is acting like a cast receiver.
It is.
It's doing all right at it. If we had an i7 or something, it probably would be a little better. But
Let's see. Let's
Oh,
put it on the spreadsheet.
software.
See, it's working fine.
Oh, it's on the
Changing things,
sale.
and 3 seconds later, you will see the
yeah.
yeah.
Well, and that's something I noticed. There is like a huge delay, but it's working. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, the
real
problems that we're
question is,
having has
can you-
nothing to do with
Can you
his.
read it here?
It's just
This is the
internet
recording
speed
image
here.
is like that, right, with this resolution.
Yes, and when
Well,
I try to change the scale, it gets all wanky.
Okay.
But that's readable. I mean,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
in that small screen, it's readable.
Yes. it is.
So I think it's fine. What we're going to have to do is play it back when we get done. We're going to have to go back to the
This new
video
toy
and play it
just
back
got
and see what we think.
No, but it's
That's
new
new toy? Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's better. Than
It's a GPS. Is
Hope
the
he
main
still has
thing.
it next week.
Yeah. Now,
It'll be
since,
available for parts and not
Yeah, he
working
still
only.
has- That's right.
Not working parts only. Next week on eBay.
Yeah.
Crash!
So that's the Forduino, they call it, the TCT display and touchscreen, and the Leonardo. What is it?
I was
Leonardo.
impressed with the
Leonardo.
cadre from Ashland last week.
It's still expensive. We're looking for knockoffs. We're waiting for the knockoffs. So this has got okay, 240 by 320 is not resistive touch, Wi-Fi capabilities, IoT. ESP8266 is built into it.
SD card adapter.
Looks like it.
Micro SD or
AT
SD?
AT firmware, AT command set firmware. Mini Wi-Fi capabilities right out of the box. But so I got the link to it if you guys want to look it up. Let's just send you the eBay, but there's an article online about it. And you go to the manufacturer.
Audio output.
What's the price
like
point on that?
connector.
30?
Yeah.
It's 82. Like I said, we're looking for knockoffs. There's, oh,
You might have to wait a while for knockoffs.
It's not gonna happen. They don't sell enough of those to get the Chinese happy for knockoffs.
okay, so that's one thing we're gonna call, but that, if they get that down to 22 bucks, I think Leroy would even buy one. I would buy one for that. Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, you're not gonna get that below 30.
No?
No, with the Wi-Fi built in, the SD reader built in, the resistive touch, you're probably not gonna get it below 30. And like Leroy was saying,
They don't sell
it
enough
would
of them.
have to sell a lot of them before the Chinese would just start knocking off clones.
Magic Jack this week released some software that they've implemented for call screening. And so when you call up your phone number, if you say that my phone does call screening, when you call my number, it says, "Hi, this is Magic Jack call screening. Enter, if you want to talk to this person, enter 6, or it's a random number. And you have to enter the number or you don't get to talk to me." I said, yes, that's exactly what I was talking about, 6 months ago, and they've implemented it.
And
Problem
this is to prevent robocalls.
It's like a small robot.
Until they work themselves around it.
Oh, I get tired of robocalls.
So that does that also, but if the doctor calls, it warns you. If the doctor calls, now, if it's a robo doctor call or robo dentist call reminding you of your appointment, not gonna make it through. That's the downside. I'm trying it out right now.
Our high school sends out notices automatically. Is there a way that you can put in like calls definitely allowed to come through?
It don't have to go through the random,
No, it has to go through that.
all calls.
Yeah, it's real simple. They do have another option that you can block stuff, but we know how that works. They just generate the number, call
It'd
you
be kind
back.
of neat if it referred back to your phone list, allowed calls or whatever.
Yeah, white list. They have the white list and black list. Various people have that implemented. I've seen
What's
those.
for relatives I don't want to hear from?
I would imagine
Put 'em on the
if
blacklist.
somebody, let's say somebody did put out a whitelist that says, "Hey, this works," and all you have to do is put in these phone numbers, and I think that the robocall people would be like, "Oh yeah, well here's the local
Oh,
school
yeah.
for that area."
Yeah.
They're always going to accept phone calls from the school.
Yep.
You make your own whitelist. You don't let.
Yeah, but if you've got kids, one of your whitelist numbers is going to be from the school, from the doctor, from.
So they'll police,
Yeah.
fire.
I don't want to hear from them.
But there are plenty of answering machines with white list, black list, phone list, and my stupid Panasonic cordless phone, I can load the call list to it.
Okay.
And so when I see it and it identifies it, I know it's on my call list. And my phone also connects to my cordless phone at home. So when this rings, it goes to my cordless phone. So that Panasonic's.
I think Leroy took me off his blacklist. I can call his phone number.
That's good.
It just suddenly started working after Republic actually implemented.
After a year.
Well, Republic implemented their own call blocking thingamabob,
Yeah.
and then you were able to call me. I don't know.
What the hell?
I was using a third party app, which is what I think was actually causing grief and hate me.
I don't know.
I ran into a guy this weekend that talked about the, not the Arduino, but the Raspberry Pi and software for it. And he's called a tech guy, and he does radio and TV. You can go watch his videos. But it's kind of like Kim Commando. But
Kim Commando.
yeah, it's like Kim Commando, but he's more of a Apple bigot. But he's multifaceted in that he messes with the Raspberry Pi.
Okay. I know who Kim Commando is.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
Anybody
work-
have
I'm on
anything
her
they
mailing list, but I don't-
wanna bring up today? Want to play with? Talk about? It's open session.
See his new toy?
Were you gonna go show a video on this?
I was, but we can't.
It sort of worked.
It's not his fault. It's just the normal thing we have. Playing a video in this room over the library does not work. Over YouTube. I don't know if it's their filtering, because they're going to filter
They're
content.
throttling down or throttling up. Or, is that right? Is that what you wanted?
I mean, I didn't really budget for getting that back. So I actually bought a bunch of those as gifts. So I had one left.
Okay. Is that what you told me you wanted for it though?
That's good enough. I
Okay.
didn't even.
What is it? What is it?
It's
Drugs.
No. It is a U2F key.
Is USA or USB?
Yes, it's
USB.
both. It's USA and USB.
It's a U2F key. It's for second factor authentication.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
You just put that on your keys chain or?
You program it once and
Yeah. So well, one thing you'll want to be using if you're going to use it for your Google account or something, you want to be using Google Authenticator already.
okay.
Just as a backup in case you lose that. But this will be how you want to get to the desktop, as well as
Works for me.
rest fishing. Really good.
Utsate and Leroy, thank you guys for coming down to the shop last week. Those students had a really, really great time. We've got a whole bunch of photos, showing them being excited and playing with the robots and everything. It was
And doing stuff. Yeah. I did not realize.
Like a smart bunch of kids.
I didn't realize that you were using HCO5s.
Yeah.
And I had programmed it for an HCO6.
Fast again. Of course, fast, but it's a bit boring with the return to it's a long way away.
Okay.
We'll see how
It did start downloading. I just stopped it.
Okay.
So you guys can finish that. Sorry.
So
There was HCO5s, HCO6s.
the HCO6s don't need to be programmed. The HCO5s apparently do.
Yeah. I had downloaded some new firmware into some of them, so it
Well,
needed it.
I realized it shortly after we started programming them, and I was like, oh crap, I've got to go. I don't have time enough to actually do this,
No, well,
because I thought they were all HCO6s, but that I told one of them what to do, and hopefully she told everybody else.
No.
Of course not.
Are you ready for the video?
Go. Exactly what I feared, didn't I? I know about this. A lot of people really want it to return spot on and you just press the button to cancel it. A lot of people want it to, I took off here, you know, what, it's 2 meters away or something like that. It's a noisy bird. I hadn't really noticed when we first took off. Gee whiz, that thing is noisy. Oh, we've got headless mode on it as well, so took off facing that way, and it works. Press in headless mode, yeah, so even though the quad is in this direction, head so right will be right and left, and it doesn't matter what orientation the quad is in. So now it's facing full. So if I push forward, it I won't close to me because it's so noisy. Right. There we go. Oh, well, you will do a little bit. You can spin. Things that I'm never too sure what headless mode is for it. The only thing somebody did, you've got a shot and you want to pan of a shot. So if I'm like this and want the quad at an angle, I can actually pan through a shot like this. So I've never really found it useful, but apparently if that's what you want, it is another way to film, I suppose.
I don't know.
Wouldn't be
It's
my
not doing
idea
great
of fun.
with video.
Yeah, video we may have.
Okay, so I'm going to turn headless off. And we got flashing LED.
I don't know if this
going
is
up.
a bandwidth
Should
issue,
do.
if
I'll
this is
just
a
quickly
network
check that for
issue,
you.
if this is just a
I do like the speed of this.
I don't know
This
what
is in
the issue is.
slow and it's
Of
really
the
nice.
speed of the
Yeah, I think you can do the same motion like I just did there with. I don't think you need headless for anything. That's just me.
Try
Got
this
flash
video.
LED. On headless again. Oh no, it's just got flash LEDs. I wonder if the battery's low. Oh yeah, right down to 1. So it would have returned to home. But the only thing I haven't managed to do is follow me mode. So I doubt expect it'll even do that, to be honest. Oh yeah, it's getting a little bit hit there. Oh yeah, and we've got the information here, sorry, so battery condition of the transmitter and the warning on the battery condition of the actual quad itself. So and we've got a drone warning here. Read what you see. My old man is on my shoulder saying that right this second. Read what you see, son. And a couple of ways of landing, you can press the land button, obviously then it comes down. You can still control where it's going to go. There we go, now it's coming in. Oh no, it's fighting the wind. You can still control where it's going to land, and just press the land button will give it a bit of throttle and that will cancel it out of that. And so you can just pull the throttle off to land it if you want. And you can hand catch and hand launch. These are brilliant for it. Just put your hand in there and away you go. I'm still waiting for this to actually drop.
I have to stop this so this screws up.
There we go, it's gone back to its launch point. I've not been touching anything here, sorry. Well, that's pretty accurate, I would say. So obviously it will just come in and land. So if you were flying away, it should come in and land. Is that going to go over or not? No. Wow, that came down really gentle. That thing is seriously, but seriously noisy. There we go. That's pretty cool, I like it. I haven't calibrated the compass or anything else. God, it is a noisy bird. Or anything, and I flew last time probably about 150 metres over that way, so I'm just going to see where it goes as well for home. I've also had a play around, just to show you, in here I've put the distance, 400 metres away that we can go to, so hopefully that we can do a bit of a range test anyway. We'll turn it round. And see if we can do the follow me. So follow me is just this button here. There we go. Follow me. Ready? So wander up the hill for it. Ooh, it's just a little bit pissy fit on there. There we go. And then that's working fine. It looks like I've had a row with it now. No, I'm going. That's it. Don't try and make it up to me. If you don't know what you've done, then you shouldn't need to ask. There we go, I just turned that off. So that's a follow me done. Let's go and see about a range test. Yeah, that breeze behind me is quite strong. I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll take it up into breeze then. And then it can always come back this way, have an easier flight.
As an access point.
Oh, we've got a massive great ridge in the middle now. Just see how we go there. So we're way above us there. And that's still holding on the Wi-Fi. Well, it's another 100 and... Oh, Bennett, that's a long way up. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, and still holding as well. Still going. 200. We're just coming up 200 meters. I think I'll force it at 200, guys.
I'm looking for something that.
That looks a heck of a long way to me.
I just
Wow,
want
I didn't
to
even realise that building was there, to be honest.
plug in the wall.
Okay, we're going to
about
press
this
the return to
size,
home.
One Cat5 cable plugged into the
Wow,
laser
I can
machine.
actually see it reacting over there. It is
Okay, and
rapid,
so,
the return to
based
home
on
one.
that
It's
right
so
there,
much better
laser
than a lot of
machine
different.
is on that
I know,
network.
it's just batting itself back
Then I
towards
can
me.
put my telephone. and
Ah,
put
the
it on
Wi-Fi has frozen up, so finally got it to look up. Oh, it was back on then.
because I want to be
Gee
able
whiz,
to
that
use my
Wi-Fi is
cell
really
phone on
impressive.
this.
Way over 150 metres,
So
well
that
that's
was
200,
the
wasn't
laser
it? You saw it
machine
yourself.
and my cell phone on that.
That's
tower.
pretty impressive. Again, 100
Um,
metres away and the Wi-Fi's working well. I haven't got a repeater system on this
Even
or
if it
anything.
doesn't have
Turning
a
it round might
internet side
stop
of the,
it. No, it's still pretty good. Oh, let's
Something like
stop
that
that
would
speed
probably
down.
work.
And do a slow yaw. There we
that
go.
seems pretty.
I mean,
quick,
without
dirty, and
gimbal
easy.
on, it's still not too bad, to be
That's
perfectly
right.
honest.
You think you could use this right here?
Yeah, good.
What do you want?
Hey, that's pretty good.
A lot of times I'll get
I
into
reckon
the
I'm not
customer's
far off the
location
top of the
and they don't have
tower there, so I'm just going to turn the camera angle.
they don't have internet right there available, or they'll have one cable that comes over to their laptop. So if I bring this cable over to from their laptop, and then take another one to the laser machine, and their laptop can be Wi-Fi, then now the laser machine is on the network, and
I think you would switch that to
access point. I wouldn't want to be access point because I don't know what the other.
no. What's my choices? Access point,
Router would do it.
repeat.
Router.
Wait,
I wanna do a repeater.
router would be its own separate network.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the laptop wouldn't be on the internet. It would just be connected to the laser machine.
Yeah.
If you change
Well, they
that
could both be on.
If you change that to repeater, this thing would just grab the Wi-Fi signal and repeat it.
Yeah.
If it went router, the laptop on that network would still go to the internet.
Router, you'd have to connect it to the internet.
If you connected this thing to the internet, it would.
Yeah. Just a regular router with
But-
a hardwired connection.
But if you did repeater, they wouldn't have to reconnect to a different network. They could just walk in the room and it would still be on the same network.
I'm concerned about, like, there's an odd IP address, an odd subnet mask, something like that I don't see.
Well, I think something like that would work. I don't really know what that costs. I found that out at the flea market for $2.
Okay, well,
So probably was
Does it work?
$15. Yeah, it works.
I'll give you $2 back.
No.
He wants a finder's fee.
20. That's right.
If you connect it to your router, then you're going to have to exclude the IP addresses. You know that dance, right? If you connect that connector to another router with a hardwired, you're going to have to exclude IP addresses. Why? Because which DHCP server you're going to use? That one, if it's a router, or the other one.
That's why you want it to be a repeater, I think.
Yeah, that's
if it's an access point, then
Access
that
point
would
work too.
It would go back to the other router to get an IP address, but the laser machine, you have to know what the subnet mask is on the other router because you have to manually type in the IP address. It doesn't do a DHCP.
Right. But all that's easy to find out. All you have to do is do an IP thingamabob on your
your
phone.
computer.
Computer, yeah. It's all pretty easy to figure out. But we had Jim had bought a long time ago some travel routers that were only like $10. They didn't work real well, but
I use them. I got one set up to go, and when I go into we visit
Okay,
Airbnb.
okay, they didn't work real well here.
Well, nothing worked well.
What's
real
the
well here.
model on that?
But every place I take it in, I just go take it in and plug it into their router if I can find it, and it works great. Everybody connects with the password they always use, and nobody's got a problem.
But those
And it's
little travel
good.
routers would work for what you want too, because they had an access.
192.168.10.1. Wow.
Yeah.
Username and password, admin. That's some secret stuff.
It is.
So that little travel router is nice. It does work. Just plug
Just
it
doesn't
in.
work well here.
Yeah, well, nothing worked well here. Even the great Hutu router has trouble here. Here's a picture of that drone up in the air
Must
above
be a
the
good
flag,
test for the GPS, wasn't it?
and
There
he
we go.
just lets it go.
Well,
And
it's
it
pretty
floats
high
out.
up.
Like I said, quite a
And see
breeze
the
up
wind
there, as you can see
blowing?
from the
You try to
flag.
control one of those little puppies in a wind like that.
I tell you what, it's not a bad little drone for the money. I don't think it's far off.
It's worth $10. Wi-Fi repeater, extender, booster, adapter, free shipping, $10.
We're using the rose wheel, is what we were trying.
Can I do my rollover
What I
technique?
used, and they work great. Except here.
Yeah,
It's pretty high
I
up
figured that was either $10 or $15.
Yeah,
It
it's sort
stays
of.
programmed all the time.
Yeah, it's not a Typhoon H, but I'll tell you what, that's not bad. Okay, so back at home, just try a full FPV, so I can just fly it around the garden and actually
No, I
just
didn't
use the
even
screen.
use
So
it.
it'll be interesting to see. Again, I haven't calibrated
I
the
walked into
compass or
that guy's
anything. I'm about
shop,
15 miles away from where I
guy
set it up. So,
than what you
but
were
I've got
going
no
through. I
reason
walked
to
in,
think that the
and he
compass
just
has
had
gone out of calibration. So
such
I think
good
it'll be
stuff,
all
and I just-
fine.
I don't need this. I don't
Yeah,
need this.
but-
How much you want for it?
I'm facing away from it now, so I'm literally watching it up on
He
the
makes you
screen.
buy it.
Just whoa, just
I
cut
don't
the
need
trees.
this.
I can hear it.
How much
I'm
do
still
you
refusing
want?
to look round. That's
Same
holding
as
all
spare
right.
the
actually.
old days.
Under there, it's nasty for FPV signal.
Well, he
that's for
had
sure.
this little yelly thing too.
Is that at the flea market?
That was at
Yeah,
the
so you
flea
can't
market.
fly
Same guy.
FPV with it.
That is a 360-degree camera.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
completely facing
How'd
the
you
other
get
way.
that?
So quad's
That
coming
was
up behind me now.
360
It does
degree camera.
work. You can fly this
360 degree
FPV,
camera.
no problem whatsoever.
I'll show
40
you.
bucks for a
If-
fair deal.
If you do this, if you do that,
No,
then it's a 360.
Does it have a servo?
If you bought it,
Does it
I would
spin?
say legitimately.
Yeah, that's screwed on.
100 and something.
So you got a significant.
Yeah, that signal holds really well. Oh, I went on to, sorry, my line of sight now. Of course.
Okay, so each lens is
You can definitely fly
160
FPV.
degrees.
There we go, so
160
I can do this on
180.
FPV again.
Would be better.
All of us, none of us had the right numbers.
It only goes 280.
None of us can add.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, lovely. No problem at
I
all.
saw the opinion.
He
right.
saw the video of it. I've got a video. It's the weirdest thing you've ever watched.
I was just trying to clip that.
He uses an old
Nasty thing to do with FPV.
cell phone battery.
Yeah,
Just shows how clear the screen is, though, doesn't it?
yeah.
Wi-Fi or what?
No,
Nice. That is very good indeed. I like it.
yeah.
Well, we had quite a few
So
flights
it just
there,
sits-
didn't we?
it
Mind you,
just
there was a
sits
lot to cover. I
and it-
enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed having
record
this.
everything.
I'm trying to think of usually for
The picture's not bad except for that one. The one lens has a scratch on it, and I'm pretty sure that's glass.
Polish it.
I'm pretty sure that's glass.
Nah, not curved like that. That'd cost a fortune.
It's heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was
Big polished glass.
this was built to be a real thing. It was expensive. He talked me into it for $40. And I was,
Yeah, he's making you buy stuff.
he made me
That's
buy
good.
it.
I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need. How much you want for it?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I did. I walked in. He had 4 cameras sitting there, plus the router, and I said, "How much for that?" Or I really don't need any of this stuff. How much do you want for that?
Cheap as you are, I still wonder where you get all your money.
How much do you want for that? How much do you want for that one? How much do you want for that? Okay, look, this is what I got. I got $52. Okay, take it.
The real question is, why is he still alive? Patty should have killed him.
Patty, I
years
thought Patty
ago.
would kill him.
It's a mystery.
Got insurance first.
Yeah,
I don't need any
You
of
want
this.
you want to see the video of this?
let's do it.
Yes.
Let's see if we could put the video of this thing up there.
It's got to be doing some kind of distortion correction.
We got time.
I'm gonna disconnect.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I've been here for a long time and it's still in order after.
See if I can find
I
the
got here
video.
early today.
Easily find the video. It's the weirdest. It really is. It's
United Federation of Planets. That is sick.
The Orville show on Fox. I've seen the highlights or I've never watched the show fully all the way through.
Scary image.
Is that your 360?
that's the three.
Tip to tip, distortion not corrected.
Not correct.
Fish
no.
eyes.
Damn.
Looks
It is the
like
weirdest damn thing.
Like a fish eye.
sphere submarine, you know?
Yeah, like a little fish submarine. Oh yeah.
Frightful images.
Feel like I'm on a magic mushroom trip.
I thought what? And even if you tell it a single camera, it's still distorted like that.
It's fisheye. Yeah.
So you paid $40?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I got
You
ripped
paid
off.
$40 for that? Oh my
For
god.
something that he doesn't need.
I really don't. I really don't need this one. This here, Ray, I would sell
This is
you.
the time when he's like, Ray, I'll let you buy
I'll
this
gladly sell you this one for. Wait, I gotta take my SD card
$4?
back
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
That looked good on top of your hero.
I'll
Yeah.
find something to do with it.
Oh man.
It's not streaming real well.
That 70s show.
It's
This is more local.
I think
And
that there is software that use this image and produce a panning effect. You know, you can move around.
Oh, he's just trying to tweak his
Yeah.
head right there.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's a far
but
side
you can
cartoon.
see
This reminds me of.
it's 180 degrees both
Yeah, yeah.
directions.
Rubber raft. And he
Yeah,
says, I
yeah,
don't know what
same-
we're
same
ever gonna
corner,
do with this
yeah.
box of broken glass and
This
barbed
corner,
wire, but we better pick it
same.
up.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this stuff. but
yeah.
I better buy it.
That's it. It's not playing it real well.
Rafting, it's
That's
Not
it.
Take
playing
a box of
there, yeah,
barbed
it's
wire.
kind of stalling on you, but
So I actually bought that because I thought if this software doesn't work, this might work. But after I saw the video, I said, no. Because I thought, well, look, you've got one camera always watching the table. You got one camera always looking that way.
iSpy, by the way, has some
Can put
fisheye.
it over your car, the roof of your car.
Put it up on the.
iSpy has a fisheye option.
I don't need a fisheye option. I'm
But
not sure.
straighten that out, supposedly. So, what it's made for is the probably the doorbell camera where you're looking at fisheye, and they've got a fisheye adapter.
Yeah.
You can work for Google Map and make the street.
All you do is
Put it
car,
up there
drive
on the
around.
car,
just hold it all.
Yeah.
Just hold it.
out the window.
At the sunroof. You gotta be above the middle of the car.
It's still kind of neat. I just don't know what I was going to do with it. But yes, that was my other. He had a backup camera, an actual pretty nice backup camera that he sold me for $10. So I walked out of there with like spending $50, $52.
And I don't see any marks on you at all. I don't know.
I know.
Should have been roughed up pretty good.
Yeah,
Plus the parking fee.
Plus parking fee.
Oh yeah.
I kind of kicked myself because I bought that because I didn't realize it was fish-eyed like that. But whatever.
Alright, man.
It is what it is.
Win some, you lose some. Let's play the game.
Well, cheap is cheap.
Let's play the game.
Cheap enough at twice the price. So,
a guy caught his wife cheating on him. And what he did
I
was,
saw that video.
yeah,
That was awesome.
he had it follow the phone, and he put the phone in her purse, and then she was supposedly going to walk to work, and he knew something was fishy. He went and got in the car and let her die.
That was awesome.
He was kind of upset some reason.
Yeah, for some reason, yeah, that's right.
But it was cute.
Because his new quadcopter couldn't keep up with the car.
That's right, yeah, really. That's right.
$100 for that. $115 for that.
Do what?
They are getting cheaper.
You paid how much for what?
115.
115.
Wow.
Yeah, they're getting cheap. He's saying the Chinese guys making all of these. I see 4 or 5 different brands with the exact same features. The buttons are in a little different places, but they're doing exactly the same thing.
Said
They're just knocking each other off.
90% of it's made by this one outfit.
And he'll find it half that price next week.
No.
Yeah, Treasure
Don't
Island.
even try.
Don't even try it?
That's amazing good price.
For that, yeah.
When
Where'd
I
you buy
bought
it at?
You know, eBay.
eBay?
Yeah.
Well, they take
I
YouTube.
saw the video and said, okay, I think that's successful.
Have you
know,
flown it much?
I just got it today.
Oh.
Haven't even charged the batteries.
That's what we
He
want.
grabbed it off of his front. He grabbed it
Available
off of
next
his front
week.
porch before somebody else did.
3 hours ago.
Available
But I don't
next
have
week.
video of them.
Not working for parts or repair.
Next we will see all the parts in the
Yeah.
table, explaining each
I
one.
can bring it in the bag.
And I'm planning to buy some new blades, and I need a new battery.
No,
And the
here's
camera. Leroy, you still got that other camera?
There's the
You got your
blades.
360-degree camera?
Smart blades.
No gimbal. It's just it will tilt up and down, but no gimbal.
What kind of mount does that use?
It's you can tilt it up and down, but you can't go left and right. Oh yeah,
It's too
So we
heavy.
could mount
too
that up.
heavy.
It is. That's a heavy.
Yeah, I picked it up and said it's not in there.
And like you said, that's heavy. Look at that.
What, it needs a camera?
It has a camera, but it's not a true. You can't do this and this. It does
See how heavy that is?
Yeah.
up and down.
You can rotate the entire
And that
vehicle.
looks like glass.
Yeah, you can rotate the vehicle.
It looks like glass.
It's heavy.
It's heavy. I'm surprised it's as scratched up as it is. That one.
But it's got a stupid battery and a nice battery. Cell phone battery. That's some of the weight for sure.
Looks like a standard 1/4x20 thread.
It is. That's a standard. It's a standard camera mount. It took a hefty charger to charge it. So it was. I had to charge that with a 5 amp Dealy Bob to get it to even take a charge. I was like, cow.
I think they call you right after 5 o'clock to try to get you to crash your car.
It looks like one of those balls that what's his name has in the arrow.
Oh, okay.
Throws it in to see all the bad guys and comes back out.
Is that Marvel Comics?
No, that's DC Comics.
DC Comics.
Okay, anybody have anything for next week they want to do? Otherwise, you're getting this.
That'll be good.
I don't know.
Hey, you know how I follows you? Kind of follows you. It's kind of follows you there. That's weird.
How open the
Yeah, how?
Hopefully I'll have updates done on
Software that goes in the
Your robot.
it programs the document without using it command. You put in, you define the,
Like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then he becomes. I'm trying to make a reset, software reset, and stay waiting for a time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I want to do it with.
How's the trash can and transport
Wi-Fi.
wheels working?
I like Wi-Fi way better than I like Bluetooth. I always have. But
I was out of town last week. I was in.
yeah,
The
That's
idea is
how
to
all our
have
projects do, they kind of wait for us.
easy to use
All week.
And the drones will
Yeah.
run up there?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Use
One in
ISP,
Oregon, one in Washington.
it's the same price.
but I've seen the programmers. You just plug them into the serial.
With a portable
thing.
router.
They've already
Use
programmed.
the commands.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
did Wi-Fi.
You just plug them in and you can.
Oh,
you
this
can
is
program
the cheaper one. This is the 720. It's not the 1080. The 1080 is 200 and something.
Oh, so it really jumps up.
Yeah, the 1080 is higher, and the resolution's not great on it.
Yeah.
It's a toy.
Are we do we
Yeah.
want to like go back and look at the video that I've recorded to see if
Put it
it's
right back where,
anything or?
Sure,
Because I can stop recording if there's actually no meeting.
that's good.
Yeah, 'cause we still got plenty of time.